Drivers of Reddit, what should you do when someone is tailgating you? I'm always grateful for people who want to speed ahead and check if there are any police monitoring for speed. So move over when it's safe and let them go. Check your ego, swallow your pride, and move to another lane. Not worth getting into an accident or having to deal with a potential psycho. In general, I am going to open up the space between myself and the car in front of me so I have even more room to come to a stop slowly and hopefully not get hit. Otherwise, ignore them. Defensive driving is the only smart thing to do. Nothing is gained with having two idiots on the road versus one in the passing lane. Move over when you have an opportunity. In a non-passing lane, progressively and gently slow down until they pass you. My father used to get out of the car at a street light, open his trunk and invite the car to climb in. Yeah, don't do that. I own a 1990 VW Jetta TDI. It had a manual fuel enricher for cold starts. I would pull out the enricher, upshift, wait a second to load up the engine, and then I would put pedal to the metal. World War II naval destroyers couldn't put down a smoke screen like I did. Stinky diesel smoke too. They back off. Depends on the situation and conditions. Last time it happened to me on a narrowish country road, when we got to a wider part, I indicated into the side of the road and slowed down and pulled over as if I were stopping or turning off. Guy sped past me. Funny thing is he never got past the car in front of me tailgating him too, and after about 15 minutes he turned off onto a side road. Switch lanes if I can. Yeah, they're an asshole or maybe I'm going slow. Either way, cars are not toys so it's not worth fighting over. Maybe they're in a real hurry. Like racing to reach a hurt child. It's not my place to stop them, I just let them pass. The way I see it, they're either in an emergency situation, in which case I don't want to be in their way, or they're an unsafe driver, in which case I still don't want to be in their way. I used to take some joy in messing with tailgaters, but I've since realized that it's just not worth the risk of getting seriously hurt or killed. Constantly vary my speed a bit, not enough to be dangerous, but enough to require too much effort to tailgate. I become the annoying one. Single lane per direction obviously. They back off in less than a minute. Let them pass you. If it's a one-way road, I leave and pull over to let them pass. I don't like feeling pressured to go faster than what I'm doing, especially since I already typically go 5 miles per hour over and I usually catch up to them at the next light anyway. I sometimes just drive to the side of the road where possible, let them pass and get back on the road behind them. I have my peace and maybe they understand that what they do bothers people. I wouldn't count on that, but I also don't really care. Move over and let them get by. If they want to speed or do shit I don't want to do, that's on them. Plus it could be an emergency for them. Slam on the brakes and get rear-ended. Claim a deer ran out in front of you. Their insurance pays and it teaches them to not tailgate anymore. I used to pull over and let them by. Not anymore. Someone tried to run me off the road that way once. On the highway I just get into another lane. If it's a single lane I just pull over. 99 of the time I'm going well above the speed limit, so I know I'm driving fast enough. However, I don't think most people know that they're tailgating because they've been doing it so long and don't realize how dangerous it is. Take your foot off the gas and slow down to well below the speed limit. Either they will pass you or at the least you'll be much safer if you suddenly need to brake hard. 1. It's someone in a hurry, it could be you. 2. It's someone having a bad enough day. 3. It's your local asshat. Let them pass, don't waste energy on them. Another question, if 5 people accumulate behind you and are tailgating you, how do you not realize that you are the asshole? You've been outvoted 5-1. I don't care if you're following the speed limit, you're an asshole and clearly in less of a hurry than everyone. Open the glove box, reach inside, wreck that fucker's ride. Edit. Wow, not many Offspring fans here huh? Just lyrics folks. First thing is, flip on your headlights, which will cause the taillights to turn on and then you can watch in the rear view how the idiot slams on their brakes. Then, either slow down and let them pass or just make a turn to let them go by. First and foremost, check your emotions and don't make driving decisions based off them. Now that there's someone on my tail, I know they have almost zero reaction time should something unexpected happen. That means I need to increase my own reaction time, decreasing my speed and increasing the distance between me and the car in front of me. Just carry on concentrating on my own driving. They'll get past when there's chance. Being a dick about it makes you no better than them. I slow down gradually. 9 times out of 10 it's just some jackass in a hurry to get home and tongue kiss their own fathers, but if it's an emergency they can go around. Back in the 90s an e-student friend hooked his brake lights up to a dashboard switch to scare tailgaters into backing off. He said it worked. I slow down about 5 to 10 miles per hour to help encourage a pass. No, do not stomp the brakes, just let off the accelerator and let physics do the rest. If they continue to TG, maybe a good time to turn on the phone to record video of what may ensue. I just pull over and let them pass all while cussing them out in my head as they drive by me lol. If it's on a highway with open lanes I slow down until they move left and pass me. I always say if I wanted someone up my ass I'd go to the gay bar. I would lightly swerve left and right, as if I'm drunk. They will move away from you. I've done this a number of times. Time to invest in a dash cam. Thanks for the tip, insurance agent, and here I was planning on using my telekinetic powers to move them out of the way. I must admit that I am guilty of slowing down when someone is being an asshole behind me. Not absurdly slow, but I make sure to take my time. Just remember that you never know who has a gun. So doing something to piss them off isn't always the best move.